And we take a look downtown Albuquerque, partly cloudy skies right now, and we had a pretty nice day today. Clouds over the mountains and occasionally formed a few storms over the East Mountains and then back into the Manzanos, but that has backed off. One area that did see rain again today were the Sacramento Mountains, and you can see that very clearly in RUIDOSO here. Some good looking storms across this area of the state. Since the past, well, about the past hour or so, things have definitely cleared out here and quieted down. As far as the areas to watch tonight, severe thunderstorm watches continue across the northeast quadrant of the state. No severe thunderstorm warnings in effect anymore. Hidalgo County has come off the board with that, but you can see across the eastern third of New Mexico some pretty strong storms here, especially across areas of east central New Mexico along the I-40 corridor and up into the northeast as well. Across the southeast, not a huge storm day, but a few storms around there. And then the character of the storms not as intense out to the west. That's part of the reason we don't have a severe thunderstorm watch out there. Any storms that do form will not likely reach severe levels, at least in a widespread way. 92 degrees in the metro. Southwest winds right now at 6 miles an hour. Temperatures for the most part in the 80s across the northern portion of the state, but areas where we've gotten rain like Raton, it's definitely a bit cooler. Down in Ruidoso, got some rain there, it's cooler. Roswell, still fairly warm, but we have some showers in the area, and Carlsbad got some showers earlier, so their temperatures have backed off. We're starting to see more moisture slide up into the state here. Remember, yesterday, day before, we didn't see much at all. Now we're starting to turn that corner a little bit, so scattered storms will remain a possibility across the south tonight, and then tomorrow we will see a more widespread storm setup northeast, back toward the metro and across the west and even east central sections. Most of the storms setting up into Friday, northeast to southwest as well. And then into the weekend, it looks like the storms will become a little more lean as far as the crop goes, but we'll still have scattered storms out there from time to time. It's not going to be necessarily a huge storm week, and we haven't seen that to this point, but it will ramp up a bit tomorrow across the area, especially over the Four Corners and into the northern mountains. And then getting into Friday, you'll see things more widespread north and out to the west as well. So not a bad crop, and again, not a bad setup for storms, but it's not quite as promising as what we had last week. As far as how things look, southern Colorado, pretty good shot next couple of days to grab some storms out there with temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Meanwhile, northwest here as well, chance for storms goes up with those temps hanging in the low 90s around Farmington. Across the southwest, a few storms here and there. Temperatures for the most part in the high 90s from Lordsburg all the way up to Socorro. Over to the southeast, going to be hot here again. Chance of showers not quite as good as in other parts of the state, but not out of the question to see one there. Up to the northeast, scattered showers will be in place here. 80 and more, and 94 in Santa Rosa, 95 in Conchas. Over the northern mountains, temperatures top out in the 70s and 80s. Chance for showers pretty good by later on in the afternoon. In the next few days, good crop of storms firing off the mountains. 89 Cedar Crest, 88 in Estancia, and finally right here in the metro area, temperatures in the low 90s. A few storms out there from time to time, and the chance for showers at about 30%. That continues on Friday before we see more isolated storms on Saturday into Sunday.
Thanks, sir.